Hey everyone, today we're going to be trying out my new tablet. So basically, as you can see, my new tablet is a BOSTO here, and I'm going to try drawing the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is my, okay, let me see how I do this. Okay, so there's a lot of learning to do, but the Ace of Cups is the first card in my in the Suit of Cups collection tarot card, because I am done the Major Arcana now. Sorry for the awkwardness. I'm just trying to figure this out. The degree thing. This is kind of different from Ibis paint, so I'm just trying to figure out how to use this. Unfortunately, there's no Ibis paint on PC without having to use BlueStacks, so that's kind of irritating. All right. Well, I'm trying to get 0. Okay, whatever. Okay, so how do you, okay, here it is. And then, okay, good. Now I have it upright again. The first thing I'll do is the background. So I'll turn this off and I will use this and a bluish color for the background. Maybe a little lighter. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna turn it back on. And then on top of that, we will start coloring in the base colors now. So, to begin, the Ace of Cups is going to represent Malka's desire for love in the series, in the Book of Joel, which is my Tapas app graphic novel. And basically, we're going to learn about why she loves Joel in more detail, and why, you know, this card really represents that. So there's a bird, which represents this kind of peace and acceptance that she loves him. And there's also, you know, traditionally the Ace of Cups doesn't really show a lot of people. Oh no, where did that go? Zoom in and zoom out. Yeah, I don't know where that went. So I think it's under window, show or hide. Oh no. Yes. Okay. Okay, here's a navigator. Okay, I get it. Oh, and also I have to do the calibration, because unfortunately the calibration seems to kind of suck right now. Right click anywhere in the screen to, okay. Okay, now it should be okay. Yeah, it should be fine now. So go back to the layer. Okay, so here we would add a new layer. Okay, so let's start doing the base colors. I'm using pencil. Okay, that's better. Hey, Nextrom, thanks for joining. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard for me to go back here and see what you guys are up to because, unfortunately, this is pretty far away from where I'm actually sitting, so there's a bit of awkwardness there. Okay, so... And then we are going to color in the cup, which has Malka's first initial in it. Wow, this is pretty different. There's like a gradual, like if you press harder, you can see it getting darker. So this is really legit stuff, guys. Just like my old bamboo tablet, but even better, I feel. Okay. By the way, I'm using a microphone to talk on Instagram Live, and it seems like it's working. Unfortunately, microphones usually don't work when, you know, you're in a call with someone else on the phone. I had to get a splitter for that to work. And the splitter will be arriving sometime soon. So I guess when that happens, I'll try doing Instagram Lives with this microphone. All right, so now it's time to do the little lotus pads. Navigator, zoom in. Okay. But yes, so the Ace of Cups symbolizes Malka's emerging desire to love Joel and the realization that she does want to be with him eventually. And this is something that kind of strikes her suddenly because she did not expect to suddenly, you know, want to pursue this. She always questioned whether this was something she really wanted, especially how, you know, she saw her parents being in a dysfunctional marriage. So she never really thought that, you know, she would really want to be in such a relationship. But then she realizes that there's something very unique about Joel. And I think Ace of Cups, it also symbolizes a kind of peace because there's a dove. So I think she has a lot of inner peace when she realizes that she does love Joel. And I think it comes as a relief to her too, because she thinks that maybe this is going to be the next step of her life. And, you know, it's good to finally realize something that you were in denial for about so long. Especially if you're the kind of person who is good at deluding yourself, which I think both Malka and Joel are. And it is painful when you are always deluding yourself, basically, because you tell yourself that you don't need something, maybe when you actually do. And I think that's a problem that's not often explored in romance or really any kind of psychologically themed story, because it's just kind of assumed that everyone is clear-sighted about what they actually want. But some people are very good at self-delusion, and that is not covered enough, unfortunately. Okay, this is actually very enjoyable. I really like working on this, and somehow I think this is actually making me less tired, because one of the problems with working on the phone sometimes is that I feel very tired looking at the screen. I think it's also the brightness. Like, this brightness is actually less, I don't know, less bright, I think, than my phone. Oh yeah, I need to add back the line art here. But yeah, it's very cool to be able to draw this on a tablet finally. I wonder what this will mean for my art. Do you think there will be a big improvement? Or do you think it will just be around the same? Like, I don't really think there's going to be a big improvement because I always took everything very seriously regardless of what media I was using. But I think this could result in more relaxation because sometimes I did not look forward to drawing on the phone because I was just too tired, and it was very taxing to look at the screen all the time. But I do need to magnify things a bit more here than on the phone. I'm not sure why. Where's the little tool for the colors? Here it is. Just a matter of getting used to MetaBang, which actually has a lot more functions than Ibis Paint. I will miss Ibis Paint though. I mean, I will still be kind of using it in conjunction with MetaBang because I mean, I do that already. But I mean, I'm going to be, I guess, using some of the backgrounds from Ibis Paint, which are really good. And then I guess transporting them here and for further work. Yeah, this is just going to be a boring part, guys. Just me practicing how to use this thing and just erasing all the nasty stuff here because I'm coloring with the lines. And I will be faster when I get used to using this thing. I mean, when I first started using the phone to draw, it was taxing on me too. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure about this weird navigator thing. I'm not used to it working like this as much because then, I have to actually, okay, I can actually use my mouse for this. I guess that would be faster. Oh my gosh, but yes, I've been very tired recently. Just been working nonstop with my freelance writing, and it's rewarding, of course. It's just that I'm very tired, and this is why I just kind of decided not to do anything today except for set up the tablet and draw. And it just so happened that the tablet arrived today, which is great timing. I wish Instagram would let us play music. I really wish they would, because sometimes I just feel like doing a speed paint and not talking that much because I'm not sure what to talk about, especially when there isn't a second person with me here. And I think that's a problem I always had. What happened? Okay, that's weird. I think that's a problem I always had, and maybe this is one of the reasons it took me so long to want to make the podcast, because I always felt like I had to wait for someone to say something before I could give a good response. Like when I just talk by myself, it feels weird. I don't really feel like talking that much or even staying on topic. So it just doesn't feel right. It just feels like I'm talking to myself, which is fine. It's just not something I'm not used to. But when I'm with someone else on an Instagram Live or, Zoom, for those podcast sessions, it's a lot easier because, there's something to respond to. But right here, I'm just kind of just going off on my own thoughts and wondering if you guys can even see the screen properly sometimes. I think so, because I did test this out. I recorded a short video before doing this. So this should be the right angle. It's just that I hope my head or my shoulder or something is not blocking the view. Okay, so we are done this part, and now it's time to erase. Okay, so now we can do something more general, which is erasing this part. Okay. But yes, guys, thank you so much for your support this year. You know, I mean, I achieved a lot this year. And, you know, Hellivore and Tete also achieved a lot this year, you know, as we talked about on the podcast. And we will talk about in more detail. It's stunning. You know, you guys have really, and me, I mean, we've achieved a lot. You know, Hellivore got Lucky Wolf published. I printed out the Book of Joel, Finding Sam, and I hope to finish, I mean, I have finished, but I will publish, at least in a limited edition capacity, what is it called? Sam in New York, Volume 1. So we're done with that. And now it's just a matter of layer 9. Okay, so layer 9, I see something that needs to be erased. Oh, this is actually not layer 9. It's the thing underneath it. Layer 7. Okay, layer 7. Okay, so that's done. And navigator, the white cloud. Right. Okay, so I need to make this bigger. Okay, so now I can make it easier to erase, I guess. Yeah, this is a simple card to draw. I think a lot of the ace cards in the tarot deck are very simple, which saves us a lot of time, you know? This card can be finished within the hour, I think, as long as the longest part is actually the base colors. I always feel like the base colors take the longest. And now that I have a tablet, it's just easier to do live streams of me painting. And I guess we can do random live streams of us talking while I'm drawing something. Or maybe I'll go back to Twitch. I think I might go on Twitch and do more stuff. Perfect. Oh, I should erase the hand first, because there's some parts of it. Oh. Okay. Now time to erase the cup. Oh, I forgot to do the coloring for the petals and also the water that's coming out of this thing. I will do that after I erase everything. I can't believe 2021 is nearly over. I was about to say 2020. I just can't. It's like, where has the time gone? Okay, I'm getting faster now. I'm getting better at this thing. Oh. Okay. Yes, now it's time to go back to the hand and erase the part that was covered by the yellow stuff. Oh, there's something that needs to be filled in here. Okay. Right, so now we have to do the select then. Okay. I think being able to zoom in so on such a big screen makes me want to actually pay more attention to details. Like before, I mean, I did, but because the screen was so much smaller on my phone, I didn't really feel motivated to do as much detail work, I think. Perfect. I just have to add back in the line art here. There you go. And there was line art that I needed to fix down here too. Okay, now let's do the flowers. Now it's time for the water. Okay. Guess this is kind of like ASMR at this point. Oh, right, there's a mask here. Maybe this is why it's a little bit hard to draw. Oh, very intelligent of me. Okay, so the text is pretty different. Okay. And it's easier to draw. And it's actually not as shiny. The screen is actually even more comfortable to look at. Perfect. Okay, so now there's only the little petals left. Hey, Riza. Sorry, I didn't know that you were here. And Hellivore too. Hi, guys. And Mega Mave. Thank you for joining. Sorry about that. Yeah, one of the reasons why I was not responding is because this camera is situated really far away from where I'm standing and sitting. So, yeah, actually, I don't know if the angle was correct. I think it was a little bit off to the side. So you guys may not have seen a lot of the artwork. Oh, I feel bad now. But it should be okay. Yes. So, okay. Continuing to do the little petals here. And I can just use the bucket tool, I think. Bucket tool. Okay, pretty much. Oh, there's a little bit from the other layers that I need to erase. Starting to get outside, starting to get dark outside already. It's nearly 4. Okay, so navigator layer here. Yeah, it's from this layer. Okay, great. So now I think we're pretty much done all of the base colors. Right. And now we will start painting. Should this be a second session? I think so, probably, because it's probably going to go above an hour, and I believe that Instagram Live only has a limit, I think, of 1 hour. All right. Thank you so much. No, I didn't use the petal brush. I actually just kind of drew it and then I just colored it. The new tablet's good in general. I think it's very smooth, it's easy to use, and yeah, I'm going to pause this live now and start a new one to start showing me painting the base colors, because I want to see if, you know, the angle is actually good, because I still don't know. All right, thank you guys. I will have another live stream in a couple of minutes. See you.